It is spring break 2024. The kids are in school and I'm out on a solo mission, out exploring a new area, Bailey Canyon 2N49, which goes up to Sugarpine Mountain and some other places. Kind of the backside of Cleghorn Road, which I've run a bunch of times. So, gonna get aired down and hit the trail. You can hear the creek rushing down there. Not a big one, but you can hear the water. Pretty cool. Pretty easy road so far. Someone's been up here with a bulldozer and has made it very, very smooth recently. So that's better than expected. After all the rains we've been having, I was afraid it was going to be just crazy amount of ruts. But every once in a while we hit the bottom of one of those little canyons where the streams have cut through and you get a nice little like 1 foot deep rut and it kind of wakes you up. So you can see most of San Bernardino down there. And that's some sort of reservoir. It looks like that's where the pipes all flow into. I'll have to look up what that is when I get home. Onward. We are now well up into the fog and the clouds, so it's definitely a little spooky. This is Pine Flat, and not a lot to see here with the fog, but let's go take a look around. Wild motorcycles. Well, this is Monument Peak, and the road looks open going east there, but we're gonna go left and keep going towards Bailey Peak. Finally got above the clouds here, and I don't know if you can see there's some power lines down there. We're gonna go take a offshoot of Power Line Road, but first let's go check it out. There's a spot at the bottom of this to turn around because I would not want to go up this thing in reverse. And this is it, the bottom of Power Line Road, and just like a straight up cliff. Jeez. That would be quite the zip line if you could set it up. Up that way is Bailey Peak, and could be a dead end or it could go around in a loop. We're gonna find out. About to get some pinstripes. That is as close as we're getting today. So today's tip of the day, you can see we're about to go through some pretty tight brush and we're about to get some new pinstripes. So I screwed up on it earlier, but you want to make sure you have your windows up at least halfway. A little more wouldn't hurt, or else you can get a branch, and sometimes a pretty thorny one hits you in the face, and that can be pretty dangerous. I think that's Mount Baldy. Gonna have to check on the map when I get back to the car, but got Bailey Peak right here, and then Big Bear, and then down in here is Silverwood Lake. You can kind of barely make it out through the trees. That looks like a pretty nice spot to have lunch, so we're gonna take a break here. This is going to be real artistic here. Well, I think the plan is going to be to go and check out Sugarpine Mountain and Sugarpine Spring. They're just down the road here, and it's about 4.3 miles to Cajon Lookout, so I'm going to go check that out. It's hard to believe, you really don't hear about this trail a whole lot. You hear Cleghorn all the time, and I've probably run it, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times, but up till recently had never even heard of this one. So Bailey Peak 2N49, definitely recommend checking this one out. It's not very technical, especially after it's been bulldozed. The biggest thing you got to worry about, and I heard this going in, was that the bushes are really tight. So you are going to get some pinstriping, especially if you're in a wider truck. But the views are spectacular, and just a lot of variety. Can't recommend it enough. Pretty cool little lunch spot, or I'm not sure if it's legal to camp here or not, but it'd be a cool spot to camp too. Well, it appears Cajon Mountain Lookout will not be happening on this run. Guess we'll save it for another day. This part of the mountain feels a lot like Cleghorn. There's a wider trail and way less tree coverage. This would be the West Fork of the Mojave River. Pretty cool. Mosquitoes everywhere. Well, that is the end of the road. Phenomenal day out there exploring new trail and checking out places I've never been before. Cannot recommend this one enough. Be warned about the bushes, you will get scratches, but besides that, an easy trail and lots of cool stuff to check out. Thanks for watching.